back to another edition of the FSU Semi-cast. I said I would get on here if FSU picked up a commitment before signing day, and they have. Breaking fucking news. A guy's name I can't pronounce committed to Florida State today. So let's go ahead and take a look at him real quick, because I'm not going to try to pronounce his name. Oh, I will, but let's look at it. Here we are. If you guys recall from my last podcast, when I was mentioning or looking over the targets on FSU's 24/7 page, this was the guy that I was said, who the fuck would go to South Carolina? Well, apparently this kid was thinking the same thing. Why the fuck would I go to South Carolina? So he flips from South Carolina to Florida State, giving Florida State a 4-star safety. In the rankings here, they actually have him as a linebacker, but he's being recruited as a safety. He's a composite, ranked 111th in the country, so this guy isn't exactly peanuts. Some think he was the backup plan to Malik Gray. If you recall from the podcast before as well, I mentioned how there was a safety committed to Tennessee. If he visits, then he could be flipped. Well, breaking news days later, he never visited, and FSU put on the full court press for this guy. Amsa Nasiruddin, I don't know. Obviously, great player. 111th in the country for the composite. 10th rated linebacker. As I said, he's projected as a safety. Great size, 6'3", 210. Number 1 player in North Carolina. Like this kid's not peanuts. So, obviously a great pickup for the Noles. Not just because he's a 4-star recruit and he's nearly top 100 ranked recruit. But FSU, I think, loses 4 safeties after the 2017 season. So this is a big need, and this makes the second 4-star safety in this class, the other one being Cyrus Fagan, who is already early enrolled. So great pickup, obviously. I don't know if 24/7 has been quick enough to change the team rankings, but let's just look at it before I sign off on this shit. Let's see if they've added them to the bunch here. Let's see. Yep, they did, because Florida State has now leapfrogged Oklahoma and back in 5th. As you can see, 7 4-stars instead of the 6, as was shown on the last podcast. So now, 7 in the 3 5-stars, you have 10 blue chips and 10 non-blue chips. I'm not going to talk about the 3 stars again. I showed you how a handful of them are regarded or rated as 4 stars on some other sites. But for the purposes of 24/7 composite, FSU now sits at exactly a 50% blue chip rate. A good start going down the stretch. There's only, 8-9 days till signing day? So this is a good start. Hopefully gets the ball rolling. 4-star safety, Hamza, can't pronounce his name. I actually want to look at one more thing. Because I want to, starting from this new commitment and going up this player ranking list here, I want to see how many recruits are ranked ahead of him, so I can just say FSU has X amount of top 111 players just for fun. It just popped into my head, so let's hurry up and do that. I could have done this and edited it later, but I don't feel like it, so fuck me. How about you, Jim Bob? What do you think about this? Hey, man, I can't believe the Seminoles got another guy, and they took him from an SEC school. All right, Jim Bob, go away. All right, let's see. Where is he? There he is, 111th ranked player on the composite player rankings. 6'3", 210. If he indeed does play safety and doesn't put on much more weight, that's pretty good size for safety. All right, so 1, obviously. Let's keep going. 2. Keep going. Come on. Here we go. 3. 4, 5, 6, and 7. So of the 10 blue chip recruits, players ranked either 4 stars or 5, 7 of them are in the top 111 players in the country. That's pretty not bad. It's not Alabama or Ohio State or probably even Georgia, but that is not bad at all. The class average rank. I don't know if this is accurate. I don't think they've updated it. That's what, because it still has it as 6. We'll look at it later. Their averages might be at 90 now, and that might jump them in the top 10 as far as average rated players, which isn't bad either. Either way, let's cut this short. Let's cut this off. 4-star safety commits. Great pickup. A need going into next season, actually following this upcoming one, because they lose a lot of safeties. So great pickup. Apparently after my last podcast, I think it was the day after, which is just ridiculous timing, that I read that Jimbo Fisher was going to do it in-home with this recruit. And, well, Jimbo puts on that brown jacket. It's lights out. He's a closer. All right. Well, thank you for listening. First-time visitor, feel free to subscribe. And this has been another FSU Semi-cast. I'm out.